Hi garden friends. Do you think there's a secret to starting seeds? Well, today I'm going to show you how I repot my seeds that I started in February into some larger pots. Oh, and at the end of this video, I'm going to show you the results from last year's seed starting experiment. So let's go, shall we? Welcome to my seed transplanting. I started these seeds about a little over a month ago in February, and I'm going to transplant some of them, but I thought that I would show you the varieties of seedlings that I started this year. Have you ever started seeds? Well, it's a great way to extend the gardening season. This is called Rudbeckia, and the variety is Chimney. And stick around to the end of this video and you're going to see the results that I got last year from starting these seeds. And I think you're really going to be surprised. I know I was. This is Agastache. It's called Raspberry Daiquiri. And this is Cresspedia. It's also known as the yellow drumstick. I also have Gomphrena, which is also known as Globe Amaranth. And which one is this? This is Celosia. It's called Flamingo Feather. And then I have my Snapdragons, and the variety is called Apple Blossom. So I've taken some potting mix and I've put it in these small pots that I saved from last year. I carefully sterilized them before I filled them up with potting mix. The first leaves that you'll get on Snapdragons are on most seedlings are cotyledon leaves, and they're not actually the true leaf. This second set of leaves here is actually the true leaf. Now, as you can see, I've pruned this back a couple of weeks ago, and you see how it's starting to branch out. And the purpose for doing that is to give your Snapdragons, they'll bush out. So you want to make sure that you trim back. Once you have about 2 to 3 sets of leaves, you're going to want to prune these back using a pair of snippers. And this is what I use here. And let me see if I can find one that needs to be clipped back. Here's one here. So we have the cotyledon leaves and the true leaves. And we've got about 3 sets of leaves here. And all you're going to want to do is trim that off. Now all we want to do is make a small well here in all of these, and that's where the roots are going to go. And like I said, this is just potting mix. And what I have here is just a pair of small tongs. Look at that root system. So these are ready to be potted up in a bigger pot. So we're just going to take this and plop it down in there. Now here's what I managed to get potted up today. I've got apple blossom here and some more here. And then I have black prince snapdragons. And these are also apple blossom. Please watch until the end so you can see the results of what I had in my garden last year from starting my plants from seed. This is my seed starting station setup. Say that fast 3 times. These are my snapdragons that I just potted up, and I've fertilized them half strength. And I decided that these aren't quite big enough. It won't be long before I transplant those. And then my third row of apple blossom and dark prince snapdragons. Now, it's important to note that you need a fan because you want to circulate the air around your seedlings. And I simply use these cafeteria style trays, and I water them from the bottom. I don't typically water them from the top, and so I think that has been really beneficial. Now you simply want to have half strength fertilizer, and this is how you bottom water them. And it will wick up from the base of the plant instead of watering them from the top. And the water will just soak up from the base of the plant instead of pouring water over the top. Let's take a look at a couple of things that are in my garden now that are popping up. I can't believe how wonderful this spring is starting out to be. Look at this spectacular red flowering currant. It's just starting to bloom, and it is a native plant here in Oregon. It's only a couple of years old, so it's really been doing great. This is called a bridal veil spirea, and it's in my backyard. And oh my goodness, that looks beautiful. This is a beautiful daffodil. It's called Lion's Pride. It's in my front flower bed. And I also have my hellebores. It's really starting to look great. Well, here's my beautiful rudbeckia. These are called chimney, and I think that they turned out spectacular. I grew all of these from seed, and I was really surprised at how they turned out. Don't you think they're beautiful? I do. And I also have these beautiful apple blossom snapdragons. I hope this has given you some inspiration for your own garden today. Thank you for watching. I'll catch you in the next one.